America is having a house party. What does your state bring and do? Despite the roads being terribly maintained and antiquated, Pennsylvania is the second person to arrive, just behind Delaware. It is a good thing that PA arrives early, because PA brings the best food items: Turkey Hill ice cream, Utz potato chips, Hershey's chocolate, and Rita's Italian ice. Despite smelling slightly like cow manure, PA is generally liked by the rest of the party attendees, but when the conversation shifts to football, PA suddenly wants to fight everyone else at the party. The UK is imposing upon the party unannounced. England is intoxicated and attempting to domineer blasé Scotland. Scotland has copious amounts of whiskey to appease America's indignation at the UK's indiscretion. Wales is rarebits and hovers disconcerted behind Scotland. Northern Ireland brings Irish whiskey and a Bible and strides over to the Bible Belt states for a bit of religious contention. England makes everyone a cups of tea at 2-hour intervals. Alabama brought a 24-pack of Natty Ice, saw a cousin there, raped and impregnated her, refused her an abortion, and when the kid is born, it will be illiterate, overweight, and will only vote for white collegiate coaches as politicians, and then go to church and hate everyone that isn't a WASP, and live on federal welfare forever. And still look down on Mississippi. Craft beer and wheat are small batch roasted pour over coffee and wheat or Pinot Noir and weed. And some filberts, Marion berries, some other hyper-local meat or produce. We are standing with Washington and California, because we are all neighbors who get along okay but aren't like friends, exactly. But we are all talking shit about the red states at the party. We bring bread. We stand in the middle of the party but everyone ignores us except to make jokes about the Wizard of Oz. Unless it's March, when suddenly everyone wants to talk shit about our basketball teams. At some point we'll get in a fight with Missouri, but we will throw down with anyone who attacks Mo when the inevitable barbecue war starts. West Virginia is the worst educated US state, with an overall score of around 23.65. The state ranks last in educational attainment with the lowest shares of individuals with associate degrees and those with bachelor's degrees at 20.6. Well, I guess we're bringing the dumbasses. No real surprises, LLB bringing the usual. Methamphetamines, 24 low-tier strippers, a 16-foot yellow python named Castro, and one domesticated bath salts zombie man on a gaudy 10-karat gold leash. We'll be making headlines like we know it's true. Georgia brings several party trays of fried chicken and waffles as well as an obscene volume of IPA bitters. Spends the evening standing around the trucks outside with Alabama, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Florida, and Mississippi talking about mudding, camping, fishing, and hip-hop. Somehow we didn't get invited because everyone forgot we were part of the US, but we hear about it and show up late in our dirty pickup truck with truck nuts on it, bringing green chili enchiladas and tamales, with sopapelas for dessert and blue meth just because. Bring tray full of fresh fruits, salmon, and boutique craft beer infused with weed. To sit by a window, coffee in hand, staring lovingly at the rain and mist settling over the forest outside while looking attractively aloof, mysterious, and picturesque. Coney dogs, Vernors and Jiffy cornbread, 2 different sizes of grills, a smoker, a hibachi, 4 ice chests, but no iced charcoal or a lighter fluid cause I was someone else's to bring, all hauled in my muddy rusty pickup. The mud holds the rest together. Kentucky brings a jar of moonshine, but nobody wants to try it because the jar is dirty and it has weird stuff floating in it. Kentucky tries to make out with West Virginia, even though they are cousins. West Virginia doesn't care either. The food, the strippers, and most importantly, the party funds. Guess which state I am from? We'll get wasted and start arguing with Texas, and be a stuck-up prude towards any mid-state. Hawaii shall be our younger brother. Arizona the cunty wife, but the husband is actual pretty chill. The cunty wife being Carrie Lake, and the chill husband being the people who voted blue and actually want progress instead of backpedaling our ideologies. Fireworks, Cuban cigars, rum, and gator bites. We get trashed, karaoke Freebird but only making the guitar noises, make out with Louisiana and get into a shootout in the parking lot with a 20-foot python. Get stuck managing an embarrassingly sloppy drunk Wisconsin while they drunkenly regale us with how much better their football is, and enduring it while thinking about how nice it is up north at the cabin. Idaho brings potatoes, potato rolls, potato ice cream, potato salad, and Nazis. Proceeds to sit in the corner in silence and gets defensive anytime somebody from a liberal state tries to talk to them. Green chili stew and sopapelas. We're better looking than most expect, but will likely ask for handouts and self-loathe in the corner by ourselves. and then steal Texas's Zoo Hall on the way out. The Juicy Lucy. 100 years ago Minnesota discovered you can put cheese inside the hamburger, and we've been riding that high ever since. Please talk to us, we're surrounded by corn in Wisconsin. Slap our knees after a couple hours and go vape and then leave. Then get pulled over in our 1996 Chevy S10 and catch our 5th DUI, while our passenger gets locked up for having a meth pipe. NC barbecue, weed and moonshine. And what we going to do? Eat, get high, drunk and put lawnmower wheels on a sawhorse and pull it with our lawnmower while riding screaming yeehaw MFs. Cheese curds, spotted cow, and venison summer sausage on a rough-hewn slab of raw wood while we pretend it's a charcuterie board. We don't know what a charcuterie board is. I'm your sensible neighbor across the street moaning to my wife about how loud you are, but also keeping an eye out in case I need to help you in a fight. I'm British Canada, just the innocent neighbor who may come over for an hour for a drink, only to return home and hope beyond hope that the party doesn't spill over into our yard. We'll bring lots of liquor from the state-run tax-free liquor stores, and we will spend the party chanting "live free or die" and probably arguing with Massachusetts. We'll show up in a rusty truck with a dead deer on the back we hit on our way over, drink craft beer, mumble a lot, point at our right palm and listen to rock and roll. Idaho coming through with finger steaks, fries and fry sauce. But we won't share if you're from Seattle or Cali, cause they discovered our state and priced locals out of it. Original state brings pork roll and saltwater taffy. Gets drunk and fights. Current state brings key lime pie and Cuban sandwiches. Also, gets drunk and fights. The guy from Boston is slightly overdressed and trying to impress a girl who is very not interested in him with a mostly made-up story about traveling abroad. Green chili breakfast burritos, carne adobada, weed. Primos who start a fight and steal the other state's catalytic converters while nobody is looking. There, we are bringing lobster, lottery scratch tickets, and the most obnoxious drivers. The drunk ones are playing cornhole and the stoners are smoking dabs. Florida brings oranges, pet gator and whatever drugs. Florida man will have done something ridiculous with said gator, a banana and a stolen tractor. Clam chowder, and maybe some lobster if feeling bougie. Then we blow donuts in the yard, and peel out driving like a drunk because freedom. Brisket, any beer that's not Bud Light, and both casual and overt racism. It also takes us 3 hours to get there on a drive that's only 20 miles. We bring potatoes baked, fries, tots, etc. We need the carbs to fuel our hikes, whitewater rafting, as well as hunting and fishing trips. Maine brings craft beers, a lot of weed, lobster rolls, and red hot dogs. We wear bean boots and flannels in the attempt to avoid New Hampshire. We would show up with enough cheese dip and fried pickles for everyone. Everyone will then forget we exist and mispronounce our name again. South Dakota will just be outside on its Harley drunk, revving the engine trying to impress chicks until 3 AM keeping the neighbors awake. NC vinegar-based barbecue. Half of the North Carolinians attending refuse to eat it and apologize to everyone else that the state chose it. Brings a bunch of homeless people to sit outside the house, and then a bunch of dudes pull up and break into all the cars parked outside. Illinois bringing deep dish pizza and Chicago-style hot dogs and overpriced weed. Police will likely arrive later in the evening, smiley face. Couple boxes of donut holes, a few cartons of Dunkin' coffee, and a 30-minute conversation about the weather, traffic, pitching rotation. Toasted ravioli, the thinnest crust pizza you have ever had, Bud Light, and a St. Paul sandwich just to be ornery and throw people off. We're bringing the potato salad, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, potato chips, potato bread, French fries, tater tots, and vodka. Jersey is still in the front yard throwing haymakers at each other on if they dish they brought is called Taylor ham or pork roll. I'm from Jersey L. I have a strong feeling we'd bring absolutely nothing, smiley face, and we'd definitely get kicked out for fighting lol. Utah brings a Jell-O salad and ice cream, and in a vain attempt to look cool, non-alcoholic beer that it won't actually drink. Lobster. Spends the entire party exasperatedly telling people that yes, they are real and no, they are not part of Canada. We bring Yingling and soft pretzels, and beat up the harmless mascot standing at the street cheerfully waving everybody in. VA will bring cigarettes and bush. What we'll do will depend on where the party is being held. Virginians are versatile. For food we brought Kahlua pork and Maytais. For entertainment we have fire performers, ukulele players and hula dancers. Gritty for entertainment confusion, shoe fly pie, better grease up the light poles or we'll be swinging from them. Lebanon bologna, kalabasi, chocolate, pretzels, tater chips, and every snack ever invented that you people love. A sack of green chili, a baggie of fentanyl and a chocolate to slap Colorado when they bring their bell peppers. Missouri is bring barbecue from KC, Methan's burkas for all the women to wear and Bibles for all you liberals. We bring beer, cheese, and brandy. We try to sing karaoke and end up in a ditch on the way home. Born in Washington and living in Alaska. Both would probably bring salmon, crab and native dancing. Kansas is definitely bringing the barbecue, because Texas is too busy bringing more abortion laws. Louisiana, will you just let us handle the food? Don't ask what it is or what's in it. Just eat. Weed, green and red chili enchiladas and we are cool with everyone. Except for those assholes. I'm over here in Europe, closing the curtains trying to ignore what's going on across the street. Busch Light and Dots pretzels. We drink all the Busch Light then finish of your beer as well. Massachusetts will bring chowder and complain that Belichick never should have let Brady go. Connecticut. I'd say pizza but don't feel like fighting and why, so we'll just pay for everything. Georgia brings jazz, craft beers, and spends the party spewing racist conspiracy theories. Do we need to separate Illinois and New York, or do you want to bet on a pizza fight? Crab dip, crabs, crab cake, and we're arguing with VA about who has the worst drivers. A drunken Montanian riding a horse inside, with a plate of Rocky Mountain oysters, pierogi and salads with fries on top. No idea what the eastern part would bring. California is hosting the party and paying for everything, you damn cheapskates. State sold booze, icy slopes, and one area code. We'll keep the fire going, yeah. Texas will bring tacos and fajitas and tell people how much they hate Mexicans.